That place... Wait, what? That place is not... I'm pressing the wrong... There we go, finally.
That's so weird with the audio delay.
That... Unless there is a key hidden so... Fucking... Oh, and mind you, I got a hidden extra key that you get for getting a key. There's a hidden key in the ceiling.
How many keys are there? You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Before then, I have things I want to tell you, tell only to you. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk.
The Sheikah.
If you would to seek the Sacred Triangle, listen well. The resting place of the Sacred Triangle, the Sacred Realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. The Triforce, the Sacred Triangle. It is a balance that weighs the 3 forces: power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the Sacred Triangle has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believed in. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the 2 last parts. Those 2 parts will be held within others chosen by destiny, who will bear the Triforce mark on the backs of their hands. "7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the Sacred Realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hands. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the 2 other Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you.
Aha.
And the other, who holds the Triforce of Wisdom, is the 7th sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all.
Secret Zelda the whole time! Even though Smash Brothers kind of ruined that for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, everybody who played this game after Smash, like I did.
So we've known that for years.
It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me.
I mean, according to this forum, Carter, you can get all 9 keys.
On that day,
In fact, I
7
found a
years
guide
ago,
that told you how to get
Ganondorf
every key
attacked Hyrule
and
Castle.
open every door. And they said there is no point except for one point in this entire game where there is a completely unattainable item, no matter what you do, and that is the Deku Nut upgrade, which apparently is unattainable if you attain the Saw first. And that's fixed in 3DS version.
I never get the Deku Nut and the miscellaneous stick upgrades in this game anyway.
I thought that would be our best chance. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm. But something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm.
There's a fence.
Your spirit remained.
Did you
in
get the
Sacred
one in the
Realm.
fence maze
And
area?
then
There's
the
a hidden
Triforce
hole in the
fell
ceiling
into
that you
Ganondorf's
look.
Yeah, I did get it.
Did you get the one where you push the block with the silver gauntlets?
Pretty sure, yes.
See, that's what the ones most people miss.
I know I got
Somebody says
them.
they think there's more keys than doors.
And now, you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the evil king, will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm.
According to
I
that
will
forum,
then
there's
seal
some
the
people
door
who
to the
did it the
Sacred
wrong
Realm
way,
from
got
this
stuck,
realm.
and you just need to get more keys. Apparently you can't attain all 9 keys, so apparently you just missed one. And you apparently consistently missed the same one.
I have to do my own research on that to see.
I can't figure out, like, I mean, I have a guide on all 9 of them, but without you replaying the entire thing, I couldn't tell you. But I mean, hey, when I do my playthrough to get to Twin Rova, I'll find out for you. And you could just make it an oh wait, you can't make an annotation.
Can't do annotations anymore. Best thing in the game.
I don't use light arrows.
If you kill anything with light arrows, they turn into 50 rupees.
But why would I need to do that if I already have max money?
Just if you need, like, to buy any last thing.
They're rumbling. It can't be. Dang, you got captured fast.
Hey, look! It's a pink rupee.
Princess Zelda,
I
you
wonder how much I
foolish
can sell
traitor.
this pink rupee for. Link, I'm inside this pink
I
rupee.
commend
No,
you
it's just
for
gonna make
evading-
Link gay.
For avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Ganondorf is just scalping Zelda amiibos.
I'm
That son of a bitch.
But
pretty.
you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I
That's
let
such a
this
cop
kid
out.
wander around.
That's such a cop out. Ah, yeah. So your demons weren't trying to kill me. Psh, no. It was just. They were just making it look like I was trying to kill you. So your ghost didn't try to kill me? Oh, of course not. Really? Because it seemed like he was trying to kill me.
They were just trying to be
If you
friendly.
had killed me and got my Triforce, Zelda could have just hit out, and while you might have had 2, you would have never found her. Well, shut up, Adu. He's just scalping amiibos, guys.
How rare is the Zelda amiibo? I don't think it's that uncommon.
I love that laugh. No, you see, it's an elusive Ocarina of Time Zelda amiibo.
I'm surprised they haven't made that yet.
There's a Skulltula on one of the back pillars if you need an easy one. Final dungeon.
Ganon's castle.
It's just going to be me, Ganon, and my fists.
Don't even need the Master Sword.
No sword, no shield, no tunic.
Breath of the Wild.
Yes!
Man.
That's why Breath of the Wild is the best game.
That's why it's the worst.
Best Zelda game.
Worst.
That game is garbage.
Best Zelda game.
Actually, the worst is still A Link to the Past.
I'm gonna do a naked run of.
Brian was watching me play Breath of the Wild, and most of his reactions were a lot like mine.
Come on, Brian. You can play the game naked.
Well,
You
technically not naked. You're in your
Oh,
underwear.
damn.
You hit
I
a
paired my units
point.
wrong because my paladins look the same.
You hit a point in Breath of the Wild
And it's
where fighting is not worth it.
And it's pronounced paladin.
Okay, before I go in this place,
Well, at least she froze Leo instead of Xander this time.
if you want some good preparation items you might need on your first time. Fairies are nice, but I recommend a blue potion and maybe, like 2 green ones or just multiple blue. Because, if you run out of magic in certain scenarios in here, you're in a dead game. So, as an emergency, blue potion, I've started carrying just in case. Now, the gimmick is you choose a representation of the different dungeons you played. Except, there's a certain one I'm going to do first, if I can find it.
What? Yes, that can happen.
I don't understand why he's showing me how much damage he'd do if he would hit if he can't.
Seth does it a lot.
So,
Seth literally walks up to something and is like, I'm gonna kill you. And I'm like, I'm gonna hit you. And I'm like, no, it's 0%. I'm like, what? It's 0%.
I had that happen around the end of the game with Eric, huh?
Oh dang, never mind. He froze Xander. I can't. It's like he knows Xander broke.
kill that guy from a distance. Now, if you haven't had fire arrows up until this point, well, you just randomly fucked. Good game design. That optional item is now mandatory.
Sounds good to me.
So that's not optional.
Exactly. Kill the light from a distance like I did, because I've seen people jump to this ledge and die.
Point. That he does it. Oh.
Okay, so...
Well, yeah, because I've been mad if he shot twice and didn't get a crit. Watch, Link is not gonna get a crit.
If Link was in Fire Emblem, what class would he be?
No, stop. Stop. Stop.
What?
What?
Just stop.
What did he say?
Just stop.
He said if Link was in Fire Emblem, what class would he be?
I'm gonna go kill this guy
What
with...
do you mean? He'd be a fighter.
Look at this.
Okay.
I imagine
Look
Link
at
would be a
this.
ranger because it uses a sword and bow.
No, he'd just be a fighter that uses bows.
So,
In other words, broke.
Look, my troubadour who turned into a strategist just killed him
Golden Gauntlets.
because he had like 1 hit point left and she was gonna hit.
Kill them. Effective strategy there.
I don't know what's gonna hit her, but that's not gonna be good. Oh well.
They must be a really good strategist if they kill them.
Well, I don't know what's close enough that it could hit her.
So,
But according to the game, there is something that can get to me. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Oh well. I've probably already failed. I'm just gonna skip to my failure.
okay. Moving along.
You gotta use all of your items.
What did you do?
In a kind of relative sense, yes you do, Brian, but in another sense, not really. You'll see as we deal with this. So, the main gimmick... You find these orbs,
You gotta break the barriers.
and there's only one way to do it.
The power of the light!
And,
Blinded by the light.
and then the sage will show up, they'll say something, and then the barrier...
The shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. Go!
Hey Ryan, don't worry. One of these is great. Hey, did you get the other optional upgrade? Yee.
Why do you think I went there first?
Now Carter is going to do a pro strat of the game. No, don't do that. Just use Forward Wind. It's faster.
That's true.
Oh, you're not gonna go get it now?
Just
Oh,
go get
well,
it.
look, you can't use Forward Wind here. That's dumb.
Huh.
That's dumb.
So,
The entrance to Ganon's castle doesn't count as Ganon's castle.
No, this isn't the entrance. The room,
This room does not count as Ganon's castle.
There's that room before this.
This area is not a dungeon. This room is not part of the dungeon. I couldn't remember if that was the first one.
Well, it's at the end of,
what do you mean first one?
I mean, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were in the room with the golden gauntlets.
Well, it's, at the end of Ocarina of Time, this is just something...
There are 2 instances where these big blocks are here.
3
Why are
instances.
you wearing the headphones like that?
I love this.
Okay, then.
What
And
the? What?
Golden Gauntlets, Brian. Maximum
He
strength.
just casually tosses that away. Ryan is in shock and awe.
And our final Madonna.
I mean, I'm not in shock and awe. I'm more in shock and awe of the fact, like I said earlier, about how this man can move square blocks
Anyway, what I was going
with
to...
nothing to grab on them.
Anyway, what I was going to bring out, this is an interesting thing.
Link has Spider-Man hands.
Obviously.
Actually, that might explain Breath of the Wild.
Oh!
Anyway, I was going to say, this is a really weird thing that I'm probably never going to get an answer to, but basically, a cousin of mine and Carter's, he gave us his N64 that he had as a child, because, well, he wasn't really using it anymore. He has his own job in life now, basically, but... Anyway, one of the games he actually had was Ocarina of Time, but that copy of Ocarina of Time, I don't know what he did, but it, like, obviously had some weird hacking done on it, because I believe Young Link and Adult Link, they could use each other items. The Ocarinas are reversed, and it appears some story events in the game don't really work or spawn. Like, didn't you try to beat...
Now my hearts have borders. So now I just go around and just tackle the trials in general order. I only went out of order the one time just so I could get that health upgrade. So, most of... What?
Ugh.
If you time a... Yeah, that.
Just like, not even care.
No, I've got the defense upgrade. Plus, you can do that. I took damage after cutscene, but I did it before. Oh no, these guys! Whatever will I... Oh wait, they're dead. Actually, that one survived. Now, for one of the most bizarre things. So... You actually need bomb shields.
Yet another optional thing that was actually made mandatory.
Hey, at least they give you some in here.
True, I guess.
And this... I believe I just remember what this trial is. And this has been the one and only time I ever used bomb shields.
Yeah.
Also, fire arrows, you need them again. If I remember right. It's been a while. Oh, nope.
Did I make a floor master?
Yes! That's why I left. So it would leave. Then it's gonna be that one. How about that? These are very short little, like, mini challenges. But you always equip your light arrows. And you're just sent back to the beginning. I just loop around till I'm done. And they all have little... Brian is on the way out. When was it the final boss? When was it some really cool stuff, but there is a couple of.
So, while I was away from the mic, I found a video. Apparently, on top of not only Bowser kidnapping Peach, putting her in a wedding dress, and you having a Boo for a hat, you have to fight an evil Boo wedding firm.
I told you that!
I wasn't paying attention when you reset it.
Oh, jeez.
No, and it's an
They're called the Brutals.
No,
Yes!
no, it's an evil rabbit.
And they're an evil wedding firm.
An evil rabbit, wedding firm.
One of the other granite pillars?
And when you beat them, you basically get a thing that is worth 3 of the star item in that game.
You were not listening at all when I
Nope,
told you
not
that
even.
earlier.
Nope, not even.
At least he's being honest about it.
There's like a
But I can
huge,
tell you, I don't remember you saying that. I was probably playing Fire Emblem.
there's a huge because of the barrier.
Don't hurt yourself.
Actually, hold on. I need to be right back. This smudge on my glasses is terrible. Don't know what they
Let me
said
tell
on
you, Brian.
camera.
You know what happens in Pretty? Can I really be the hero? You
Oh,
play
I'm
Pretty.
bumping into everything.
You have 3 hits. 1,000 lives. You don't get extra lives. You have 1,000.
Because you just replace printies with other.
Isn't it they like take the hat
Yeah,
and put
the
it on...
explanation is that there's 1,000 pretties, and when one dies, they just take his scarf and put it on the next one. Bosses basically have to be have to have them. You have to basically do the butt stomp for Mario on bosses to make them more vulnerable to hits. Except the final boss doesn't have that, and literally flies while you have a 2-meter block on the last stage.
Isn't
You were
there...
supposed to use the lens.
Isn't there a trophy in that game for beating it without dying?
No! This puzzle, I've watched, like, so many people in a couple of
I
rooms.
feel like a deathless run of that game is like against the way the game was meant to be played.
Someone's probably done it.
I'm pretty sure you're meant to die in that game so that you learn how to play the game. Otherwise, having 1,000 lives doesn't make sense.
A lot of people, when they came here, they thought, like, if you played that, it would be like a trick. And people were, like, so
because
scared.
it's the Triforce in Ganon's castle.
So, Brian, what Pokemon game I was telling you about?
What?
You gotta go to specific areas. You have, like, 2 regions you end up going back and forth between.
What are we talking about?
And you have to, like, go
We
against...
were talking about his Pokemon.
I'll have to go.
fan game.
Oh.
You have to go up against the warring countries' generals. Because, like, the regions are gonna be at war.
Ignore my...
It's gonna be Pokemon Fire
Are you
Emblem.
sure this is Pokemon and not that one Pokemon Fire Emblem game they made for the DS?
No, it's not gonna be Pokemon Conquest. It's gonna be Pokemon Conquest with
No,
Pokemon.
Pokemon Conquest was Pokemon and Nobunaga's Ambition because those two should cross over.
Yeah.
Ignored my point about... Oh, I love this troll room. Stand around in a, Wallmaster appears, so don't...
If you stand around, Brian, it takes you back to the beginning of the dungeon.
Ignored my point about the evil wedding firm and the name drop. Christ, Shine. Man.
Light barrier is dispelled. Hurry!
And the one...
Link! Hurry!
And the one rabbit from the Brutals that fights you with hair, her name is Harriet.
John, what are you doing?
Hot.
It is hot. That's the problem when you record.
We
I
could
mean,
have stopped.
I thought we were gonna finish a long time ago, and we didn't.
What you talking about, man? We had to teach Link. We had to prepare Link for this rap battle he's about to go against.
So let me just break this room.
So, wait, if we're doing that
Oh,
rap
yeah.
battle thing, what does
So
light
you do
represent?
not have the hover boots. Own this platform sinks.
Light signifies his connection with God, because like if you know something about rap, a lot of rappers actually have a very deep connection with their religion, and they occasionally like to mention God a lot. Like most rappers, from time to time, they love the Last Supper, Because they will literally have music videos where they basically parody the Last Supper, and some people even have rap album covers where they parody the Last Supper.
Didn't that lead to a huge controversy?
Ask
for
Granite
someone?
Pillar.
I mean, rap's controversial in itself because
Yeah.
it's about typically topics consist of drugs, hoes, and gang violence.
One of my favorite parody joke pictures. It was it was a picture of the Last Supper, and it was like, table for 28. What the fuck? Oh, you see, there's 13 of us, and we want to sit on one side. They're all on the.
But anyway, I had a point. It was something Pokemon related, but I completely lost it. Generation 4 is when the mechanics of Pokemon started to really become good, so a remake wouldn't really add that much. Generation 3...
What are you talking about, Carson?
What do
Mega
you
Evolution
mean?
wasn't a thing.
What
One,
do
two-
remakes add in general?
1, 2, and 3 didn't have the physical special split. Therefore, they needed...
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 4 don't have Mega Evolutions now.
I don't think we remake 1, 2, and 3 because they didn't have the physical special split. I think we remade 1, 2, and 3 because we wanted to remake 1, 2, and 3
They-
to make some money.
Well, 1 needed a remake.
I do like having the outdated generations brought up to the standards of the.
Of basically 4 and onward.
And
Like,
4 doesn't have fairy type. Therefore, we need a remake.
that's really it.
Well, I mean, that's
that-
a mechanical basis.
I
And if we're talking about
I mean,
the reason why we need a remake is because things aren't up to date.
I mean, yeah.
4 doesn't have fairy type.
Oh,
Therefore, it needs a
6
remake.
6 doesn't have Z moves.
I think Z moves are going to stay a very much generation like 7 only thing.
You really need to take off those boots when you're getting on that platform so that you can jump.
Actually, oh wait, they fixed that one problem in the GameCube one. You can get them all and lose.
Okay.
I forgot that doesn't work in the N64.
Are you positive? Because I think it does.
I watched some people do.
I don't know because I'm pretty sure I did the exact same thing and I still had it, but I could be wrong because it's been a long time.
Well, whatever.
But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, anything pre-Mega Evolution is outdated because it doesn't have fairy types or Mega Evolution.
Generations 4 and 5 don't really need
They're outdated.
remakes.
They don't have Mega Evolution.
It's not as big of a jump as something like the physical special
I beg to
split.
differ.
Really?
Causes a problem.
Again, it would be like if Nintendo made a remake of Fire Emblem Awakening at some point.
I don't think so because right now there's nothing that makes me think, hey, this is missing from Awakening.
What do you mean?
The
Nintendo's
thing,
already making remakes of Fire Emblem.
the
They remade
thing
the first
about
one, now they're remaking the second one.
the thing about Generation 4.
Well, I mean, you could at least argue that with those, they're at least being localized now.
I
Kind
mean, I would say the same thing. I would say that would be okay and that would be a valid point. But at the same time, Gundam has lots of games that America doesn't have.
Well, that's
That
because
are
of,
only in Japan.
that's because of
That's
licensing.
because nobody likes Gundam. Just like how, nobody liked Fire Emblem.
Well, and also that's because of licensing.
The thing
The
about
license first, before you say your Pokemon point, the license between Gundam is split between like 4 different people for like the toy line and the anime. It's
You could
confusing.
Get rid of one fairy for a few minutes.
So you make your own Generation 4 point.
Generation 4,
Money.
mechanically, it did the physical special split, but now, at this point, what reintroducing Generation 4 would do with a remake, we have fairy types, the new changes to a lot of moves, a fun bonus would be hidden abilities.
I mean, as far
Fairy
as I'm,
types, hidden abilities, the slight changes to some of the typing within the weapon within the triangle.
well, I mean, yeah, for that
Weaknesses
matter,
and
Steel is a completely
weaknesses
different
and
type now.
resistances, basically.
It only lost 2 resistances.
That's a completely different type in my book.
The introduction of Z moves, the introduction of mega evolutions.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, every 2 generations, it seems like every Pokemon game is completely
I think I
outdated.
did that in the wrong order.
And I say that just because generation But the gap between Generation 1 and 2 is, like, massive.
My thing about the outdated thing is that, like I said, it was like, I don't believe that we made remakes to Pokemon because it was outdated. We made remakes to Pokemon because we
with
thought
you
it
on
would
that
make
one.
money.
We would also, out of remakes, get Move Tutors again.
I mean, Carson, do you think they just remade Final Fantasy 7 because
Oh,
Final Fantasy
wait.
7 needed to be
No.
remade?
No, they
Need
remade
extra
it because
fire,
Square is basically this close to bankruptcy.
I don't think that's even it. I just think they wanted money. Because that's
Like,
because-
even from the standpoint of we're looking at from the current Pokemon and Fire Emblem situation.
Square-
Why do we need to remake one? Why
Square
do people need to play one?
Square
They don't need to
wants
play one.
money for the same reason the homeless bum on the street wants money.
Every game company wants money for the exact same reason, because of money.
Except Square financially is.
I don't believe that.
Because if Square wanted to do basically what Nintendo is currently doing, if we ignore the fact of the money issue being the causation for remake, then Square would have already remade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 before they started on 7. But no, they're jumping straight to 7. Now, am I going to say that they're not making, or they're making a remake not to make money? No. I'm just going to say that,
Didn't 4 and 5 get remakes on the PSP?
I mean, you call that a remake? Or basically what they did to this game?
Someone said the PSP version of, I believe, 5 is the definitive.
Basically, what I want.
Because
What?
I have the PSP version of 1, and I can tell you that it's the Super Nintendo version.
Oh, that's because it's 1.
Just, restructured to work on the PSP. Which isn't hard, considering that I can take my phone and buy it off the Play Store. Heck, I can buy 7 off the Play Store.
I forget about Mobile 7.
There's a Mobile 7?
Yeah.
Mobile 9.
Huh.
So, anyway, Generation 4. The main reason I want remakes. A bunch
I
of.
won't remakes because there are changes, but they're not substantial enough.
I'm with Brian.
The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up!
The only one that's
Thanks, Mr.
substantial
Carson,
is the
Carson,
fairy type.
Carson, you're looking at the wrong thing. No, Mega Evolution's extremely substantial. I'll stop with that. No, because you gotta think. You gotta sit there and think. There are people who basically are holding their wallets out saying, I'll give you money for this. Nintendo is a company. A business.
Yeah,
So-
so there are people been holding out their wallets saying, we want Mother 3, and they've been doing it for long.
To talk about, just a fun Zelda fact for a minute, that was the trial of water, but it was ice themed. This is the Forest Temple trial, it's wind themed. Originally, and this gives credence to the theory, that there was a ice dungeon and a wind dungeon that were changed to water and forest, but they never changed the end of the game because... Oh wait, this isn't the forest. Well,
No, it is, but that would mean they developed the end of the game first, and that's why I kind of don't buy that.
no, that would mean they never...
Hey, Rhydon was the first Pokemon.
What?
Rhydon was the first Pokemon.
Rhydon was the first Pokemon created and added to the game.
What's the first Pokemon? Mew, Bulbasaur, Rhydon, or...
It was Arceus.
Yeah.
Sean laughed at that.
Just guide that.
Well, I mean, that's like that's like one of them questions you just don't even ask right there.
That's
Brian didn't laugh at that.
Ryan, do you get that joke?
I got it,
Well, I was like, what
Wait, is this the wind trial? I think it is.
When you
Did I just forget a...
after you named the first three, I
No,
was
it
like, well, we
is.
just
It
said it was
just-
Rhydon.
Yep.
And then I
Well,
heard Arceus, and I was like, oh. So,
I'm hitting all the...
hey, at least we don't have to wonder the real question: what came first?
That's what I was
the
trying to
chicken or
do.
the egg?
So,
The game tells us it
years
was the egg.
later...
Oh wow, that was a glare. We knew it was the egg because it said the game says so.
But anyway, what I was going to... First of all, not a lot of people know that you can do that, the platform thing he just did, and second, my problem with that, like, wind and ice theory is that would mean that these final rooms were some of the first things developed.
So?
Why would that be the case?
No, because that would likely... What I have always taken that as is more the game, because Zelda was in development, that they basically had the, like, final area and stuff, because Zelda was actually, it seems like, really along in its, progress. So when they had to shift over to a single cartridge and had to get rid of a bunch of stuff they worked on.
Hey, can we all agree that the best Zelda game of all time is Wand of Gamelon?
I thought you were gonna say Link's crossbow training.
Well, I mean that is in the same way that VR fishing is the thing missing for Final Fantasy 15 to make it literally the perfect video game, which we all accept as fact. Brian, don't you know that Square Enix won E3 this year? Because let's face it, every new game has to have VR fishing. Otherwise, as far as I'm concerned, it's failure.
So then...
So that's right.
So wait, then
that's
how...
right, Carson. I'm gonna sit on my couch when they release that update, get my Final Fantasy 15 wine, and eat my cup noodles while I go VR fishing. And then I will have the true Final Fantasy 15 experience.
One, he done it straight.
Soria!
The forest berry is dispelled. Hurry up, Carter.
Do you know about the Final Fantasy wine, Brian?
I know about it.
Wait, was that the last barrier?
Was it? No, I don't think so. I don't think it was.
We'll see in a second.
What's the desert one? What was the desert trial?
Yeah, I think so. The desert. No, did you do the desert one?
Holy
No!
shit, it's
That was the
almost
last
over.
Woo!
That was the last
Right.
one.
Booyah!
So, like, because it always has to go back to this, how does big apply to this argument? Because it is fishing, but it is not VR fishing.
Now, because I haven't
Are you
said
saying
it,
big is the pillar that holds up Sonic Adventure?
Yeah.
If you were to make a remake of Sonic Adventure right now with VR fishing with Big,
No, you missed what Brian did after that.
Okay, guys. So my question of the day is, what did you guys think of the first half of Ganon's Castle? Personally, I think the mini dungeons are interesting because you can see a lot of beta ideas that were changed. As you could see, the water temple had ice puzzles like the ice cavern, implying it used to be an ice-based dungeon. And the forest temple had a bunch of wind puzzles, implying that used to be a wind-based dungeon. My problem with the mini dungeons is the fact that the fire arrows are mandatory, and yet the game does not give you those. And I also noticed a lot of people miss out on the golden gauntlets because those are also mandatory and kind of easy to miss. But the mini dungeons themselves are not that bad otherwise. But anyway, I would really love to know what you guys think. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. doing all of these things really helps out the channel, and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.